It's a real honor to welcome to our virtual stage here Miguel Calatayud, who's an experienced CEO and social entrepreneur in the food and nutrition industry. He is the CEO of iWi and Qualitas Health, an algae-based nutrition company that is very, very planet-friendly. They are building a sustainable and scalable platform to face the immediate world's food challenge of growing from 8 to 10 billion people by 2050. They grow algae in deserts using non-arable land, salt water, and sun as the main source of energy, and they're producing omega-3 and protein while supporting developing local and rural communities. They are the new farmers. Welcome, Miguel, to the stage of South Summit 2020. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. I'm really honored to be here. Thank you very much for inviting us today.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so let's just talk about, I think it's an incredible idea. I'm a vegetarian myself, so I basically, take my money already. I love it. Talk to us a bit about how you're producing more effective and efficient products by being plant-based and fully sustainable.
So let me start very quickly. I've been in the food business for over 20 years, in particular in the plant-based business. I used to grow over 350,000 tons of vegetables a year, more than 700 million pounds of vegetables for the people here in the US. So I know what plant-based nutrition is. And at the point, you need to make a decision. Is this sustainable? Is this something that we can scale forever? How are we going to feed all these people? At iWi, our purpose is together, we create sustainable food solutions for everyone in our planet. So we really have a reason for being here. We have a reason to exist, right? Today, we are 7.8 billion people in this world. We are heading towards 10 billion people population by 2050, meaning within the next 30 years, we will go to 10 billion people. Today, you can see we are struggling. Sometimes there's not enough arable land. For sure, there's not enough fresh water. And some areas of the world, they don't have even access to food or water. Imagine this 30 years from now with 10 billion people population. So how are we going to feed all those people? And the answer is doing more with less, right? So in our case, we have a very unique technology that allows us to produce much more using much less space and using resources that otherwise would not be utilized. If you see here on the screen, in an acre of land, you can produce about 20 pounds of essential amino acids from peas. You can produce about 71 pounds of essential amino acids from beef per acre per year. We produce 6,000 pounds of essential amino acids per acre per year with our unique algae. We grow a microscopic algae called Nanochloropsis. And the beauty is that we grow it using non-arable land and salt water. So why is that important? In order to grow conventional crops, you need arable land, which is becoming more and more scarce. In our case, we don't need that arable land. So our solution is not instead of the conventional crops, it's in addition to conventional crops. And that's the beauty of what we do. When we go to the use of fresh water, which is a big challenge in our world, you need about 9,000 gallons of fresh water to produce 1 pound of essential amino acids from peas. That is about 35,000 liters of fresh water. You need about 17,000 gallons of fresh water to produce 1 pound of essential amino acids from beef. We use 0. I mean, we put 5 because we clean the machines and all that. But in order to grow the algae, we need salt water or brackish water because we use a marine strain of algae. So why is this important? This is pictures of our farms in Texas and New Mexico. What we do is we just carve our farms in the middle of nowhere, using resources that otherwise would not be utilized. We are trying to create a minimum impact in those regions because even when they are deserts, they are also ecosystems, and we really respect those ecosystems. So we don't use concrete. We carve our ponds in the ground with minimum use of concrete just for the paddle wheels. We use water from the underground, is salt water or brackish water, but our harvesting technology allows us to use over 97% of the water we harvest over and over again. So basically we lose the evaporation water. So it's extremely efficient, extremely sustainable. We consume CO2 and we release oxygen. And we are just bringing, local jobs to those rural communities for the first time in decades. So we are really doing something impactful, not just for those communities, but also for the world. Because why are we doing this? We are producing two amazing products. One is a unique oil, a unique omega-3, but it's way more than omega-3. It's called Omega PL. And we also produce a very unique protein. There's something that I've learned through all this year is that it is easier to change the world than to change consumer habits. So you can have a product which is plant-based, you can have a product that is sustainable, but if it's not good, if it's not competitive in price, and if it's not bringing the customer what they are used to, they will not buy it consistently. We are upgrading a solution. We have a better product, we have a more friendly product, a sustainable and plant-based.
I love it.
Basically, that's the solution we have. Let me know. I just tried to give you a very quick overview of what we are doing. We are completely scalable. We have 2 farms, and now we are planning to open farms in different parts of the world because we can bring farming to places in the world where they could not even dream about farming.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Like I said, just take my money already. I'm all over it. I want to, invest in EV. I want to buy iWi. That's brilliant. Thank you so much for your time, Miguel. What an inspiring way to start our section, all about health and well-being.